Hello everyone. Today we will see highlight cells rules of conditional formatting in Excel. Let's start. So this is our data set. Here we can see a date column, student's name, marks in English, math and science. Every subject, the total mark is 100, and here is the total mark of all these subjects, and here the result, that is whether they are pass or fail, is given. The criteria for pass mark is 40, and fail in one subject will get a fail. That is, for example, John Miller, he got 95 in math and 98 in science, but because he got less than 40 in one subject, he is fail. So to pass, every student must get more than 40. So this is our data set. Now we will see highlight cells rules of conditional formatting. Here, to go to conditional formatting, from home menu you can click on this icon. You will see all the options of conditional formatting. Today we will cover highlight cells rules. Now before I start, to apply conditional formatting, select data range first. That is, if you want to apply conditional formatting, then first you have to select that particular data range on which you want to apply that formatting. Okay, so let's select this. Here you can see there is a student has got minus 25 in all subjects because he because of negative marking, he got negative marks in all the subjects. We took this hypothetically to uh, show you if there is a negative value, what happens. So let's select this data range first, then conditional formatting, highlight cell rules. Here we can see different options. We'll cover them all. So first, greater than. If I click greater than, now we have to give a number. For example, we want to uh, see all those numbers which are above 250. Okay, and those marks will be highlighted in red fill. If I select red fill, then this is how it will be sh- shown. Okay, so if the data range is so big, then just uh, visualize them in a second. We can easily get the marks which are above 250. So this is the main focus of conditional formatting, to focus the data we are focusing on. Okay, now I am going one step back. Every time after applying a conditional formatting, I will go one step back to get the fresh data so that I can apply another conditional formatting. So let's less than. Here we can select. If I select now 250, then all the marks which is below 250 will be available, and all these are in light red fill. If you want, you can also choose different formats. There are so many formats available. Okay, but if you want, you can also select a custom format, and here you can see four options: number, font, border, fill. Here a number, you can select the data category. From font, you can select the font style. These are disabled. Italic, bold. Okay, from here you can select the color, and if you don't want color from here, you can also choose color from this option. If you want this color, select and click OK, and this will be selected. You can also create your own uh, color from here by selecting, or you can give your own color code. If you have, you can input them and click OK. That color will be applied. Okay, there is border here. You can select any border. There is fill here. If you select any color, uh, then you'll see border background. Okay, so here we covered all of them. And here, if you select 250, this will be the number. If you select 200, okay, you can change your input anytime you want. And after applying any format, if you want, you can apply another conditional formatting on this data set. For example, if you want to highlight cell rules which is greater than 250 and in green color, okay, then we know that here all the numbers which are below 200 is available here, and all the number which is above 250 is available here. So we can apply multiple conditional formatting in any data set. Let's go to step back. Now between. So what is the function of between? Between means here you give two values. For example, here if I give values between 250 and 200, okay, then and let's apply this, and all the values between these values will be available. You can see all the values are between 250 and 200. Any value which is outside this scope are excluded. Okay. Now equal to, okay, here for example if I select this data and equal to means if any number is equal to 100 or any number, I can select 88 and 81, 88 will be selected. I can select 85, then wherever it will find 85 will be selected, and we can format that in any structure. Okay, going one step back. Now text that contains, okay, for that let's select this data set, and from here text that contains, here if I type James Smith, then James Smith will be highlighted in this color. Let's select Thomas King, Thomas King, and it will be filled with green color. You will see text that will contain Thomas King will be available. Or here you can also, going one step back, if you include just Thomas, you will see here Thomas is available in Thomas King, and here Thomas is available in William Thomas. So both of this, wherever it will find Thomas, it will be selected and formatted in this, in our chosen format. Okay. Now a date occurring. Okay, for that let's select this date range and date occurring. If I select yesterday, you can see today's date is 9th June, and then if I select yesterday, then 8th June will be selected. The first one is month, then day, then this is year. If I select, and this will be selected in light red fill. If I select today, you can see the date is changed. We can select tomorrow, we can select last week, we can select this week, we can select next week. Okay, there is no next week because if it is this week, okay, so it is June 10th, so the next week will be from 11 to June 11 to June 17, but here we can see July has started. So that's why when I select next week, nothing is showing because we don't have data in our selected data range. Now last month, if I select last month, it will be selected. Now let's select this again, and from here if I select this month, and in green color you can see this one. Now if I select the data range again, and from here if I select next month, then this will be selected. Okay, so let's clear them all. Okay, Now we will see duplicate values. For that, if I select this column and select duplicate values, here we see only duplicate values will be selected. Okay, so if I click OK, duplicate, there is only these two duplicate values, and all these values are unique. Unique means every value will appear just one, and duplicate value means it will appear more than once. I'm selecting the dataset again, and from that I am going to duplicate values, and here I'm selecting unique, and in green color, here you can see other than Thomas King, all the values are appeared one time. So all these values are unique, and that's why all these are uh, formatted in green. Let's clear them all. Now I have covered all these. Now let's know something about rules. Here to go to new rules, we can click on this, or we can go from here, or we can also go from here. So let's to apply any conditional formatting, we have to select that data range. Let's select this data range, and from here, more rules. Here we can see different rules type. Here we will cover them all. So the first one is two color scale. Here the lowest value will be shown in orange color and the highest value in yellow color. If I click OK, you will see the more it is, the more the number, it will appear in yellow. The less the number, it will appear in orange. And orange will be lighter if the number increases, and yellow will be um, lighter when the number decreases. Okay, if I select this whole thing and clear the rules, uh, let's go to more rules. Here if I select three color scale, then previously it was two color scale, now we can three colors. The maximum number is in green color, the minimum lowest number in orange, and the medium number, that is 15 percentile, is appear in yellow. Okay, we can also change the color from here. If we don't like this color, then we can also change the color from here. Okay, so everywhere there is an option to choose the color. So let's keep it as it is, click OK, then the color will be applied. Now so the first one is covered. Here so many things are data, but icon sets are covered in other tutorials. So we have covered 2 and 3 color scale. If I select this one, format only cells that contain, so out of this data range, only those cells will be formatted where the cell value is greater than something. Okay, here we have different options. We'll try them all. Greater than, and here between, not between, is equal to, so many options are given. Greater than, for example 250, and that will be any number, any cell value which is greater than 250 will be formatted in, for example, green. Okay, we can see the preview here. Okay, okay, here we can see all the numbers which is more than 250 is formatted in green color. Let's go one step back to get the fresh data. So here if I select uh, less than, 250, and cell, if any cell value is less than 250, that will be formatted in red. So you can see all the values which are less than 250 is appeared in red. Now here specific text. Okay, so for example, let's select this. Now if in our data range there is any specific text that contains Thomas, that will be formatted in orange. Okay, here there are so many other options also you can select, and finally if you click OK, that will be applied. So here we can see Thomas is available in Thomas King and William Thomas. So these are formatted in yellow, orange. Going one step back. Now date occurring. Okay, so for that let's select this one. Date occurring is yesterday. Okay. Oh no, no, let's select this month. That will be formatted in green. Okay, all the data which falls in this month are formatted in green. Now blanks. Okay, so here let's create some blank values. Here eh, all the column is filled. Let's uh, select some blank values. We can see in this entire dataset there are two blank values. So if I select up to this, or if I select up to this, or we can select up to this, wherever we want to apply, let's select up to this. Then from conditional formatting, let's go to more rules. All the blank values will be formatted in red. Okay, so that it, here we can see all the blank values are appeared in red. If the data set is so large, okay, in that case, to find the blank positions, we can do this. At this, it will be highlighted in some color, and we can go there and easily do the correction. And okay, I'm keeping as it is, and I'm selecting this dataset once again to show another rule: no blanks. If all the no blanks, if there is any data that is the cell doesn't have any blank value, then all those will be formatted in green. Okay, we can see all the values are in green color because in every cell there are some text or numbers. Let's clean it by going two step back. I am okay. Now we have all the values. If you select this icon, the more you will click, the more it will go step backward. Okay, now errors and no errors. Okay, so for that let's create an error here. So there is an error here. Okay, if I select all these, so to apply, we know to apply any conditional formatting we have to select the data range first. Then here let's select the errors. All the errors should be formatted in red. You will see only this value is this cell is selected because here we can see some error, and I have selected the data. Now I will select all those cells that doesn't have any error, no errors, and that will be appeared in green. Okay, we can see all those values, all the cells have correct values, so it appeared in green. Now I'm going step back. Now so these two is covered. Now from format only top or bottom ranked values. Okay, let's see this. Select this, and from here now select this one. Format only top. Here we can see top or bottom. If I select top, for example top 10 or top 5, and the top 5 will be selected in green. So you can see top 5 numbers are selected in green. And from this data set, if I want bottom 5, and if I want that to be formatted in red, we can see the top 5 and bottom 5 are selected in this data range. Now the data is selected till more rules. If you want to select percentage rather than numbers, then top 10%, and that should be formatted in this green. Okay, you will see two numbers are selected because there are almost 20 numbers here, and 10% out of 20 values is 2. so only two values will be selected because we have given 10% of the data. So if the row is 20, there are 20 rows maybe here, 21. Okay, so out of 21, 10% is 2 point something, so it counted only two values. Okay, let's go one step back. From here you can also select bottom 10% and you can select any format. It will also select two bottom values. Okay, now the fourth one, format only values that are above or below average. If I select this, after when you select any data range, you will see some statistical data in default, for example average, count, sum. So here you can see in this data set the average is 20 to 23 point something. Okay, so if I want, if this is the average, so if I want all the values above average will be selected in green, then you can see all the values are selected that is more than this 223, and that is selected in green color. Now I will apply below average, this for one, above this is below average. Okay, below average, and that will be formatted in red. So we can see below average numbers, the any number which is below this number, below this average, is appeared in red. Now there are also some standard deviation here you can use if you think it is necessary. Now this one, format only unique or duplicate values. Okay, so here unique values means if any value appeared just one time, and duplicate if any value appeared more than one time. So let's select the now let's select this data set. Okay, all this data set, and here let's, okay, not only this, let's select up to this. Let's select duplicate values will be formatted in this color. Okay, you can see in text Thomas King appeared twice, so these are duplicate values. Here you can see 87. Okay, you will see 87 here, so these are duplicate. 88 here we can there is 88 here, so all the values which are duplicate is formatted in this color. Now if I want the unique values in this data, then all the white cell will be selected because all those values are unique. Let's get it in green color. You can see these, all these values appeared for just one time. Now go one step back to get the fresh data. So the final one, use a formula to determine which cells to format. Now the cells will be formatted based on a formula. So for that, let's select this data set. Okay, I'm selected the data set from pass to fail. I'm not including this heading. Now, okay, select this one. Now Excel will search from this after giving the formula. If to start any formula, give equal sign and select this cell because the search will be start from here, and Excel will search every row in the same column. So the column will be fixed, but the row will be changing. We know that to fix any row or column, we have to give a dollar sign before them. So here G is the column and 3 is the row. We can see this cell is sales identity is G3, G3. But now both of them are locked. We want to lock this column. That's why dollar sign before G is okay, but we want the row number should be changed. That's why we are deleting this dollar sign from row. Now this row should be equal to fail, fail, fail. Okay, and all those fail will be uh, formatted in, for example, red. Okay, now we have to do one thing here. Because we have inputted a text value, to input, if you input in text value, you have to give it within inverted comma, otherwise it will not recognize that. Now if we click OK, you will see all the fail is selected in red. So this is how you can use a formula and format any data range. Going one step back, so I have covered all these including rules. Now let's see all these. Here new rule means the same thing. Okay, so we have already covered new rules. If you click new rules, you will get the same thing. Okay, now clear rules. Okay, so for that, let's select some rules here. Okay, so here we can see some rules. Okay, so we can see three conditional rules in three separate data set. Now if you want to change clear any rules here, when you click on this, you will get two options: clear rules from selected cells and clear rules from entire sheet. So to clear, if you select this data range, and if you only want to clear rules from this data range, then after selecting this, you can go here and you can click on this clear rules from selected cells. Then all the conditional formatting on your selected data range will be deleted. uh, you can also select this and you can also clear the rule from here. But if you want to clear all the rules in your entire worksheet, maybe there are more than 3 4 5 data conditional data formatting, so rather deleting one by one, what you can do, you can go to here clear rules and you can click on this, that is clear rules from entire sheet. At this, all those rules will be gone. So only one thing, that is manage rule, is left. We will cover this in our next tutorial. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.